Hi friends, Miss Duhan here, solving on digits 13-6, question number 7. This was a tough one, but if you remember, one of the lessons this week was finding the area of a trapezoid, and trapezoids have exactly one set of parallel lines. So we have one set of parallel lines in this shape, so we know that this is a trapezoid. Whoops. Sorry about that. So the question says, the schoolyard has an area of 3,402 feet squared, okay? The section that is the shape of a triangle, so this guy right here is what they're talking about, is used for picnic tables. What's the area of the section used for picnic tables? Okay, so this one's a little tricky because there are variables in it, but remember the area of a trapezoid is equal to base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. So let's see if we can fill in this area formula for this shape that they've given us over here. So we've got area equals base 1. So if I call this line down here base 1, they said that that was equal to 2x. So I'm going to put in 2x here. Then we're going to add base 2. Well, base 2 is this line here in orange. So if I add base 2 to my formula, in the picture we see that base 2 is equivalent to x. All right? Then we need to multiply that times our height. And our height is this line right here. Could also be this line right here, either one. But we know that that's 42 feet. Okay, so I'm going to fill that in. And then we need to divide that whole shebang by 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and simplify this expression or equation that we have right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is combine like terms. So I've got a 2x plus x. So I'm going to add those together, and that will give me 3x. We can't do anything with 42 yet because it's not a like term, but it's over 2. Okay? Now that I've got 3x times 42, we know that multiplication is commutative. So 3 times x times 42, we can multiply that in any way that we want. So when I multiply 3 times 42, I get 126. Still have my x, and we're going to divide that by 2. Now, they told us at the beginning that the area was 3,402. So let's set our simplified expression equal to the area and see if we can solve for the value of x. So I've got 3,402 equals 126x over 2. So when we're solving equations, remember the goal is to try to get x by itself. So the first thing I want to do is get rid of this 2, and I'm going to do that by multiplying both sides by 2. Now another thing I could do is just do the division right here, 126 divided by 2, either way. So I think I'm going to do that first because I think that will make our math just a teensy bit easier. So 126 divided by 2, you can do this on your calculator if you want. So 3,402 equals 63x. Okay, so this just looks like a one-step equation which we've solved tons of times. So all I'm going to do is divide both sides by 63. This will cancel this out, and it will give us x equals, and you can put this in your calculator, 3,402 divided by 63 equals 54. Okay, so now we know x equals 54. So I'm going to erase this a little bit so it can clean it up. So what we've discovered is that instead of x up here, this is 54. And instead of 2x down here, this is 108. Okay, so here's how I'm going to figure out what the area of this red triangle is, because that's the ultimate question that they're asking us. What's the area of the section for picnic tables, which is the triangle, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and figure out the area of our, switching colors, of our rectangle area. And then once I do that, I can subtract that from the total area. So 54, sorry about the mess here, times 42 equals 2,268. So all I need to do, so that's this part right here, all I need to do is take the total area of this total shape and subtract the area of the rectangle, and that will give me the leftover, which is the area of the triangle. So 3402 minus 2268 equals 1134 feet squared, or square feet. So that is the area of our triangular picnic playground area. Now there's other ways you could have done this. You could have found the whole area of this trapezoid and subtracted the area of the rectangle, or you could have done 42 times 54 divided by 2. That would have given you the area. Lots of different ways you could have come up with the answer. But that's ultimately what you're looking for, 1,130 feet square feet. 134 square feet is the area of the triangle. Hopefully that helped, but you just had to apply the area of the of a trapezoid and then solve for x. So little algebra mixed in with our geometry this week. That one was a tough one, so sorry for throwing that in at you, but it was always good to do a challenge.